As always, we're going to want to start at the official Ledger website. So once again, just check you're on the correct website, check the URL, check the secure sign right there. If you're good, if you're confident that everything's right, we're going to go on to the apps section of the website and then hit download now on Ledger Live. So that's just downloading right there. Wait for that to download for one moment. There we are. So now we just click it. We'll hit install. And then we're going to hit finish with the tick for Run Ledger Live. So as soon as we hit this, it should load up. We'll be met with this to begin with. So welcome to Ledger Live, all nice and fancy new layout. We'll get started. Depending on, if you don't have a Ledger device yet, obviously you can't really do much right now other than buy one. In terms of the word initialize, it basically means whether you've already set up the device or not. So if you have a brand new Ledger and you want to set that up and generate seed and all that kind of stuff, you hit that. Restore Ledger device, that's straightforward. And for most of us, if you already have a Ledger device that's already been set up and everything, then we just want to go ahead and use a device that's already initialized. Then you select whichever device you've bought. I myself have the Ledger NANO S device, so I'll go with that and then hit continue. And I've noticed that they've tried to make this as user-friendly as possible, especially with kind of beginners in mind as well. So there's very straightforward, simple, but important security checklists that they make you go through. So did you choose your PIN code by yourself? Obviously, if someone else did that for you, then your device is potentially vulnerable there if they already know the PIN code to access your Ledger NANO S. Did you save your recovery phrase by yourself? Same thing applies, so make sure you click yes if so. And is your Ledger device genuine? Do you actually have one? And so in order to progress, you have to click check now. And then what you want to do is actually connect your physical Ledger NANO S device to your laptop or to your computer. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now as we speak. So I've just plugged the Ledger NANO S device into the laptop, and as usual, just have to enter my PIN code and all that kind of stuff. So I'll do that now. And we're in, okay? And what's interesting about this now is kind of like with the Trezor hardware wallet, they give you the option of setting a password as well. And this can be a very, very useful and additional level of security for you. So for someone to kind of hack into your device, not only would they have to have access to your PIN, but also to your password as well. So it's very, very useful. As always, standard kind of caveats apply. You've got there, make sure to remember your password, do not share it. Losing your password will require you to reset your accounts and all that kind of stuff. But you don't have to worry so much, and it doesn't necessarily affect your crypto assets. But it's probably very, very useful, unless you do feel you are going to inevitably lose it. If that's the case, maybe not so. But if you care about security, very, very sensible, wise decision to set a very safe, secure password that you will be able to memorize, or maybe you write down on a piece of paper somewhere, as long as it's very, very well hidden. So you can go ahead and do that right now, although I won't, because this is just a little bit of a tutorial. So I'll skip this for the time being. But it's definitely worth you if you care about your digital assets. But set a good strong password there. Now it's just a little section on analytics and bug reports. So yeah, we can just kind of nicely skip through all that. And there we go. That's a nice little kind of confetti thing going on there. Your device is now ready. Proceed to your portfolio and start adding your accounts. So we can hit Open Ledger Live. And just a little bit of an advice there from them saying to trade safely, which is nice of them, I guess. And this is the new layout, okay? So it's very, very sleek. It's quite different to the previous application, but it's still very, very easy to navigate and to use. So what's cool is you can hit the Open Manager, and then you're going to have to hit the right button on your physical Ledger NANO S device to give permission to the Ledger Manager. So hit that right now. Okay, and so this is the new layout now, and so we're on the Manager section. And what it'll allow you to do is download any of a huge array at this point of all the different applications onto your device. So depending on whether you want to store NEO, Litecoin, Nano, Peercoin, whatever you want to install, it's very, very simple. You simply select whichever one, and let's just go with, say, Stellar. Never downloaded Stellar before on Ledger. So just hit install, and there you go. Stellar is now installed on your device. And you can simply do that with as many of these different applications as you want. So that's the Manager section. And it's worth noting just how kind of convenient it was all stored in one place. You don't have to download multiple applications on your desktop or whatever anymore. So there's that. There's also an exchange section, which is interesting, I have to say. So they offer a few exchange services we've selected for you. You've got CoinHouse, Changely, CoinMama. You, of course, didn't have this section at all with the previous application. I will confess, I haven't actually interacted with any of these websites before, so I can't say whether I recommend them or not, but I'm sure if Ledger recommended them, they're probably absolutely fine. So let's just click on CoinHouse, and it's loaded in a new tab. Buy Bitcoins or Ether with credit card. That's interesting. I'll have to check that one out, but it's notable that they've got this kind of section on their application now. And I think what's really cool as well is this account section. So you can hit add account, choose a crypto asset. So let's just say Bitcoin, let's keep it simple. Continue. Open the Bitcoin app on your device. So you'll just scroll through. I'm on my physical Ledger Nano S now. Just selected Bitcoin with both presses of both buttons. Continue. And what you're going to want to do is simply select, which box, and you can create any number of new accounts, but let's just say one. Hit that. You can call it whatever you like. We'll just stick with Bitcoin 1. Add account. Successfully added to your portfolio, and you will get it there. So that's a really cool thing now. So you can hit your account. It'll tell you exactly how much you have and whatever, and how much has gone up and down over the past few months. You might not want to look at this section, especially after this bear market, but in the future when prices go back up again, that might be quite nice. And you can do this any number of times with whichever accounts, with whichever cryptocurrencies you want. So you just select whichever crypto assets there are. There's a huge array of them, and you set up that account. And then once you've done that, once you have all the accounts you possibly want, you can then go to the other cool new section of this app, which is the portfolio. So again, you'll have the combination of all accounts here. I don't actually have any cryptocurrency stored on this ledger right now, so that's not really incredibly handy for display purposes, but you get the gist of it. You can use your imagination. And then there's usual stuff as well. So send, you can send payments, slightly different layout, but it's all essentially the same. You can use whichever account you want, and then just recipient address, the amount, fees, standard, whether you want high fees for a quicker payment, all this kind of stuff, and the same with receive as well. So you can select your account, which device, blah, blah, blah. It's very, very straightforward. I have to say that it's easy to navigate, and I think it's just a crisp, pleasant layout that's quite easy on the eyes. And I think regardless of whether you're a kind of veteran in the space, you've been in this for years, or if you're a relative newbie to cryptocurrencies, I think the UI, the user interface, is easy enough for practically anyone to navigate. And so I think that's pretty much all there is to cover in terms of how to download and how to make use of the new Ledger Live application.